What's up, Chris? Nah. That's funny, though. Nah, all good. How you doing tonight? Even though I've pretty much been talking to you off and on. You're the first one here. Yeah, I just came on live right now. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hopefully your football team won. I could say that because the Eagles didn't play. What's up, Dustin? Another Fralien in the core squashed. Just try your prep a little better. What's up, Jim? Stanley, what's up? So anybody that's going to be watching the replay, I'm going to show you guys a couple series builds that I think are my favorites. What's up, Rick? What's up, Jeff? Rob, what's up? So, yeah, I did, one of the builds is actually just a simple fuse clapton, so I actually twisted that up off the camera. I'm not going to make these guys sit here and just watch me do a fuse clapton that you've probably seen a million times. Almost everybody could do them probably, hopefully. So, I'm not going to make you guys sit there and watch me do that. So, that's already twisted up. I'm going to show you how I wrap it up, what I wrap it on, how many wraps I do, and I'll tell you what it owns out to. And there's another build that I really like for series. And we're talking builds that, there's a couple builds that I like. Like, you could use this round wire for series, like 22 gauge Canthal, and do like 12 wraps around a 3.5 or a 3 millimeter even. I think get you out of 0.3. You could use 24 gauge even and do like 12 wraps around a 0.3. 24 gauge just claptons. 24, 32 all Canthal. 24 Canthal, 32 Canthal, straight up claptons. 12 wraps. Oh man, it's an awesome vape. What's up, James? Thanks for joining us. Thank you. So, straight up claptons, Canthal claptons are great. 24 gauge cores, 32 gauge claptons, great for series. Around a 3.5 millimeter bit. But I wanted to show you guys something with like at least dual cores. So I'm going to show you what fuse clapton I make. And there's a set of aliens that you could actually make. You don't want to get into, what's up, Fresh? Yeah. Oh, TLC's on too? Or I'm thinking of the Vapor Chronicles. Are you watching TLC right now? Or the Vapor Chronicles? He was probably on earlier. Anyways, I'm thinking of switching to Sundays. After talking to, yeah, okay, so there is a couple people on. After talking to, whatchamacallit, Sherlock Holmes, you know, he goes on Saturday, so I've been doing a couple Sundays the past couple weeks, and I kind of like them, so I think we're going to switch it to Sunday. Give up that Saturday and come over on Sunday. So we'll have Sundays and Tuesdays. This Tuesday is going to be a live week, and then the Tuesday after that's going to be a video week. So that's what we're going to do. So a series build is, you know, they were made pretty famous by Noisy Crickets, but now everybody's getting these stacked mods, these stacked tube mods. So it'll be a tube mod that takes 2 batteries. You usually get an adapter that twists on your mech mod that you have. Broadside makes one. A whole bunch of companies make them. VCM makes them. You know, there's who else? Comp-Life makes them. Just about any big mech mod company makes a stacked mod. So they're getting pretty big. And then you also got mods like this, the ones that I like, the Invader 2, the Invader 2/3, the Noisy Cricket 2. I always have these mods. I love these mods. And you could put series builds on these. And Noisy Cricket 2, you could set it for series. So it's just straight 2 batteries of power coming up. Right now, I just got it in series potentiometer mode. And I got that Elfie on top. I think it's looking pretty good with that silver drip tip. Do you know me on Instagram? The guy that just asked me about coils. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? James. Do you have Instagram? If you hit me up on Instagram, that's where I do my coil sales and stuff. Alright, so let me just show you what kind of fuse clapton I got. Darth Vapor, what's up? Yeah, if not, I'll give you my, if not, I will give you my email. I can't type on my phone, but I could type on my whatchamacallit on my computer. So, yeah, what is up, everybody? Everybody that came in, what's up? Michael, what's up? So what I got here is, I got 26 gauge. This is a fuse clapton, so it's 2 cores. 26 gauge Canthal. And 40 gauge Canthal covering it. Alright, so it's a fuse clapton, 2640. Now, when you're doing these series builds, you want to hit that 0.30 ohm mark. That's like a safe ohm to be at, and it's just a good vape. That's like when the vape gets good. Personally, when it's lower than that, I don't really like it. I don't really like it when it's like a 0.2. Some guys are crazy and vape that, and I just don't really like that. Plus, it's not safe. So, when you're doing these, you could still hit the 0.3 if you use certain nichrome wires, like 40 nichrome, 38 nichrome. If you use them to clapton over this, you'll also hit the 0.3. Maybe you have to put in an extra wrap, but the way I do this, this comes out to a 0.33, the coils that I'm about to show you. So if you were to change the 40 gauge Canthal over to nichrome, you'd be alright. Don't change the cores. The cores gotta be Canthal. Don't change the cores. Canthal doesn't read as high or as low as nichrome. Canthal's a little higher. So where a coil that's Canthal is 0.2, nichrome's more like a 0.12. It's just a lot lower of a resistance. Alright, so also in doing these series builds, you want an RDA that could hold a coil like this. Something that holds big, long builds, like a Goon, Twisted Message 24. There's most RDAs that the companies that make the mods, the most RDAs that they sell, will fit these kinds of builds. Because they're going to be like a 9 rack. 27 gauge A1, 42 gauge nichrome. That's a good one. Cloud Envy. I like that one. That would work good. So, if I would have had 38 Canthal, I would have liked that a little bit better. But this 40 works great too. There's hardly a difference. It's just when it comes to claptons, fuse claptons, I like bigger wires rather than smaller wires. So I'm going to cut this off my swivel. So what I did was I made a fuse clapton, alright, out of that 2640, and I made it 16 inches long. This is 16 inches exactly. Alright, here's my 12-inch roller. It's about 4 inches bigger than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this at 8 inches. You got to figure these coils are going to be much bigger because there's more wraps. Alright, so I got 2 8-inch pieces of fused clapton. Alright. 2640 all canthal. And then I'm going to get my coil jig. You don't need a coil jig, obviously. But I actually like using them for fused claptons and such. It does wrap awfully nice. And might even use the bit for it too. I may use this thing. Why not, right? And I'm going to take the 3mm bit out. And I'm going to get the 3.5. Now you could use a 3mm, but you would have to put more wraps. The 3.5 is going to let me put that 9 wraps and get where I want to be. So this is the 3.5. Multitasking, you're doing 3 things fresh? Damn. Alright. So I got that 3.5 bit on there. Pretty big bit. Alright. So now I'm going to get one of my fused claptons. Let me switch the camera around. Just going to be smarter. Let's work smart. Work smart, not hard, right? I got a selfie stick to do this with. My one thing broke. What's up, Iceland? What's up, Nelson from Iceland? That's pretty cool. Alright, so my 3.5 bit, I got my 3.5, whatever this is. I'm going to get my fused clapton onto my coil jig. I'm going to start the wrap here. And I'm going to see if this thing works good to wrap this. They usually do to wrap fused claptons. And I'm going to do 9 wraps. I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Look how clean that wraps it. What? I'm going to bring it around like this. Almost do another half a wrap. Make that Y in my coil. Why? Because I like it. Focus. Focus, fucker. There you are. And bend it up. So now they're on the same plane. Oh, you fucker. I could just straighten that lead out a bit with my nylons. And that's that. So 9 wrap, fused clapton, all canthal, 2640. And this, along with this one, is going to come out to a 0.33, which is safe. On a series mod. Okay. I got 4 there. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And get this lead, pull it tight. I like to flip it over. Put like another almost half a wrap in there. Like that. Turn that Y into an L. Pinch the smaller one and push up. Alright, so a fairly simple build, but it vapes great. This is probably my favorite vape on a series, these fused claptons here. These and the aliens are very close together in how they vape. Alright, so you guys know I cut that to 8 inches. So let's say you wanted to save some wire. You could knock like 2 inches off of that. So if you guys did them at 6 inches, you'd be alright. Alright, so if you did a 12 inch run instead of a 16, you would have been fine. Get it? I cut these both at 8, but I could have just cut them at 6. Let me just give you a little close-up. Whoa. Man, they came out pretty clean, huh? That 40 looks good. The wraps look great with that Coil Master jig. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Would you just look at it? Just look at it. Thanks, guys. But I just want you to look at it. Kind of shiny for Cathol too, huh? So there it is, 9 wraps, 0.33. Alright. So let me show you the other build I like for series now. My selfie stick's not really working with me right now. I gotta get like some sort of something to shim it. It's a little jiggly. Alright. Yeah, the screw head might have polished it. You may be right. And the thing is with these screw heads that I kind of don't like is they're a little knurled. I'd like them not to be knurled. But I guess that's for round wire so it doesn't slip. But alright. And these are the series builds I sell right now. These ones right here. So Hey, I wasn't done looking at it. What's up, V-Dog? Yeah, yeah. Actually, I wonder how far they come out. I wonder if they come out far enough for a fuse clapped in that size. Oh, it's an Allen key, that's right. It's this Allen key. So this is the set from the version 3 Coil Master kit. I have all 3 versions. It may be far enough for that fuse clapton. I don't know if I'd want to do it because now it's just a script. Yeah, it's far enough for that fuse clapton. Alright. Cool. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Alright. So. Now. We're going to do some 3-core aliens, but before we do them 3-core aliens, also, so if you could do these, right, you could also do 38 gauge stagger fuse claptons with 26 gauge Canthal cores. That's going to come out about the same. So if you wanted to do stagger fuse clapton with 40 or 38, you could do that. If you wanted to alien this with 40 or 38, just the 2 cores, you could do that. I actually have a set of them sitting right here. They're alien 2 cores. Two-core series aliens, but I think they're space wrapped. And that's why they're sitting here still. Yeah, Dogpo boxes are awesome too. So this is a spaced alien, 26 gauge Canthal, 38 gauge Canthal alien. And I think I messed them up a little bit. Yeah. I could probably unwrap that and fix it and vape these things out. But 9 wraps, and these will come out to the same thing. 0.33. Alright, so if you just keep them 2 cores and keep it around 40 and 38 gauge Canthal or Nichrome, you'll be alright. Alright, alright. Okay, okay. Alright, alright. Oh, I'm running low on this 28 gauge. 28 gauge Canthal. So we're going to do a 3-core alien with 28 gauge Canthal. And it's going to come out to around the same thing. Now, I ran out of 40 Canthal doing that build. I don't think, yeah, I have a very, very little bit. That's probably going to be used to wrap some staples up or something. And I think that I'm very, very low on 38 gauge Canthal as well. This is my 38 gauge Canthal. That might get 1 alien. I don't know. Very dusty. I haven't used this in a while. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm also low on 38 gauge Nichrome. Actually, no. I think I'm good here. Yeah, why the hell not, right? Yeah, I think I'm good here. Alright, so I'm going to do 38 gauge Nichrome aliens over 28 gauge Canthal. Alright, alright. So, knowing that I need 6 inches for each instead of 4. I'm going to have to do this decor a bit bigger than usual. So I usually do 16. So I should probably go for like 20 or 22 inches, something like that. Yeah. Let me get my ruler out. So I basically need one more coil. So yeah, I'm actually going to make a 2-foot piece of 28 and decor that. Bait Militia, what's up? What's up, King? What's up, everybody that came in? I didn't say what's up. Alright. So now I'm going to attach this 28 gauge canthal to my swivel. Matt, what's up? I'm going to bring it all the way over to my drill. I'm going to bend a nice little 90 in it. Tyler, what's up? Alright, now I'm going to clapton up this guy with 38. I need to go all the way down. You're welcome for the video on the alien math. It's reloading. Am I buffering, guys? I'm not. I'm damn near live on my end. Yeah, so now I'm doing just 3 core aliens, 28 gauge and 38 gauge nichrome, but the 28 is canthal. I'm not doing space though, the other ones were spaced. But thanks Fresh for helping out. So somebody asked me for my, if you don't have Instagram and you need to get in contact with me, I'm putting my email in the comments. My email's in the comments right there. So did anybody else get the drop RDA yet? Anybody got anything to say about it? I tried to order mine today, but it's hard for me to find somebody that's taking PayPal that isn't waiting for I've seen a lot of pre-sales going on. It looks awesome. That's one of the places I went, to Cloudy Vapor. And yeah, I seen it was pre-order. I just bought one of these, still didn't open it. Yeah, I hear so many good things about that 24. I hear a lot of good things about the 22 too, but I think I'm done with 22s. All right. So I'm at the end here. I'm going to leave 2 inches of this 38 on. Cut it after the 2 inches. Put this 38 away. I'm going to hold that 38 that I just cut, put my drill in reverse, and loosen this clapton. See if it moves. It does. It's moving completely up and down the core. I'm going to loosen it a little more. Alright, now it's very loose on that core. Now, see, I can move it up and down the core. Now I'm going to cut the core. And there's my 28 gauge D-core, 38 nichrome. Alright, so now I'm going to take this piece of 28 that I just made that D-core on, and I'm going to take this 28, and I'm going to cut 3 pieces at about 14 inches long. So I grab it with my needle noses. Canthol's always harder to stretch. It's just a harder alloy to stretch. So I stretch it straight, cut it at 14 inches. I'm gonna get another one. Stretch it, cut it at 14 inches, and you know what, I'm just going to get another one off of here. I'm going to put that other 28 aside just in case I need it again. I don't want to waste another 24 inches of wire. I always have trouble stretching canthal. Oops. Let's try one more time. There you go. And cut it at 14. Okay. I can put that away. All right. That aside. Yeah. Put that right here for now. Rainy days make me tired. Alright. 3 pieces at 28 at about 14 inches. So, I'm going to get my swivel set up. I'm going to take about an inch of all 3 of them 28 gauges, just like that, and bend it over. And then I bend it all the way to the back, and then wrap it around itself, making sure that they still stay flat, them 3 pieces. So basically just pull them 3 pieces as you bend the 28 over. Now with 28 gauge, if you stretch it right, you don't really need a slider or anything. I'm going to use a slider just in case, because I haven't been messing with 38 aliens too much. So, I'm going to get this and put it on my swivel setup. I'm going to take the 3 pieces, make sure they're nice and flat, and run my fingers all the way down until I get to the end. And then I'm going to bend my wires appropriately. So the left wire gets bent to the left, the right wire to the right, and the middle wire either up or down. 3 separate directions. Because they're all going to go in a different chuck. I got 3 spaces in my chuck, just like just about everybody. 3 spaces, and there's 1 space for each wire. And I forgot to put the damn thing on. Damn it. So I'm going to cut this off. And now I gotta bend them again. 1 goes left, 1 goes right, and 1 goes down or up. Slide it in my chuck. 1 for each space in my chuck. Make sure they're flat. Tighten the chuck down. So hopefully I got more than 12 inches still. Good. Goody gumdrops. Goody gumdrops. Alright. So you could either stretch this entire thing. It's going to be really long. Oh, and just to let you guys know, like, thanks for, like, all the following and shit. Today's following, or today's subs, was ridiculous. So whoever's new on the channel, thanks for coming over. I'm assuming it was because of the Sherlock Holmes thing. I got damn near 80 subs today. And, you know, I'm averaging 100 a week, which is good. But I think I got like 80 subs today. It was something ridiculous. So, did pretty good today with the subs. And it's not even 24 hours yet, so. Yeah, it's a lot right now. So hopefully we just keep climbing, and then keep moving on to bigger and better things, bigger and better builds. So you could stretch this whole thing out. But I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to cut it in half and stretch and do a coil at a time, basically. I don't like stretching out 2 foot of alien. I just don't really have the space to do it. Even when I open that door, there's not much more space left. So I'd rather cut it in half and stretch them twice. So I'm going to take it right. I bent it. I got a loop there. I'm just going to cut it in half, just like that. So now I got 2 decors. And when I get down the middle, I'll show you how I kind of connect them to each other and just keep going. Keep going with the flow. Let me take a little vape. We're going to get done these aliens, and I don't want to make this video too long, but I also don't want to make it ridiculously short. So we'll figure out something else to do. Something not too crazy. If anybody has something that they want to recommend that's not too crazy, you could go ahead and do that. I'm not saying I'm going to do it tonight, but maybe somebody has a good idea. Everybody wants to see my pussy. Maybe one day, if I open that door, he would walk right in. Most of the time when I'm done the video, he's sitting near the door. Alright. So, I clamp my D-cord to my desk. Four by ribbon, flat light split. So you want to see a spaced ribbon, 4 pieces of spaced ribbon, but you want me to wrap it flat. Half stack frame staples series. Doing staple series isn't usually it's not usually very easy to get that. It's not easy to hit 0.3 with staples. You could do it, but I don't even think I got the wires to do that. You would definitely have to go all cane fall with that one. Alright. So once again, just like I said in my Fralian video, naked staples is a long one. Yeah, naked staples. I'm actually thinking that naked staples might be one of the next tutorials. Yeah, sometime in the near future, I do want to do that. Stack cream staples. Yeah, I do pretty good naked staples. I'm one of the first to do naked staples after I seen somebody do them. Juggernauts? You know what? You want to make some like somebody was asking me for whatchamacallit. They were asking me to do some micro claptons. So I could do some kind of juggernaut tonight. I'll do just a single coil just to keep the time down. But let's do like a crazy juggernaut, like all clapton. We'll do like the clapton underneath is going to be clapton, and then the ribbon is going to be clapton. We'll do it just all clapton. We could do that. Yeah, clapped or not. Clapped or not. Clapceptor or not. Clapceptor or not. Just like that. Easy. Clapceptor or not. Alright. I hate juggernaut coils, but I always thought that that would be a good one. If it was just all claptoned. I should fucking clap in the round wire underneath too. That might take too much time. Alright. So I do sell series build. I sell them fused claptons. The aliens I don't really want to get into. Not just yet. Maybe somewhere down the line. But yeah, I sell the fused claptons that I just made. It's hard to see in my thing, but where the fused claptons are, it says it in little font that if you want series, I can make these series too. But lots of people been asking. Like I said, 50% of my orders the last 2 weeks had a series build in them orders. Some people just open up with, hey, you know, how to do a series build. So there's a common misconception about fast aliens. People think that it may be harder to do fast aliens. It's actually much easier to get them clean if you just put the pedal to the metal and go fast. You just gotta trust, you really just gotta trust your hand-eye coordination. Get that angle, get that pressure. Alright, I think I'm at the 6-inch point, and I don't want to go any further because once I run out of... I got a 1/2 inch to go. I don't want to go further than what I need before I get this other alien on. If you're intrigued by a fast alien, go over to my alien tutorial. I do the alien speed challenge, and I do a full alien from start to finish in under 6 minutes. Alright, so now I need to move on to the next one and stretch that and get that on here. So I'm going to take this wire, I'm going to leave about an inch, maybe 2 inches on, and cut it. Alright, this is trash. That's all I had left over was about 4 inches or so. I'm going to get my other decor. I'm going to stretch it. Obviously, I'm going to try to stretch it the same exact way I just did that one, because that went pretty well. So, I'm going to take it. Whoa. I didn't clamp it on my desk good enough, apparently. I'll show you guys kind of how far I'm stretching this thing. I would call it about 8 feet. Stretch it until you feel that tension, and then just go like an inch more. Just give it a little tug, an inch more. Once you start feeling that tension change, let's pull it a little more. And now I take that end right here, and I basically just twist these two together. So there's a guy on my team that when he's doing a bunch of aliens, he does this every 7 inches because he doesn't have to get up to stretch it. So I guess he's tall enough to where he stretches it out like this, and that's his stretch every time. And he just ties them to each other every time. And he doesn't even have to get up. He just stretches them like this, ties it on, goes, finishes that one, picks up another decor, stretches it like that, ties it on, never has to get up. I can cut a little bit of this off, And now I'm just going to alien. Obviously, this bit's going to come up to it. It's going to look fucked up, but I'm going to cut that piece off anyway. Clean as fuck coils, what's up? Alright. So okay. So my second one's on there, so I could just cut this crap off. Crazy Face McGee. Funny seeing you around here. All done. That went pretty fucking well. I am very pleased with these aliens. Guess that's what happens when you're building all day. Beautiful. Both over 6 inches. Perfectly clean. Good stuff. Alright, I'm going to cut these off. Now, the pretty cool thing about this is, if you guys watch the alien math video and my alien tutorial, we talk about decors and how if you decor a 28 gauge, you could go over 226s. And we also just did them 226 fuse claptons. So knowing that whole decor thing, that means the same decor for 3 pieces of 28 works for 2 pieces of 26. Well, the ohms are pretty much the same also. So 3 pieces of 28, the ohms are just like 2 pieces of 26. So if I wrap these the same way, they're going to come out a little bit lower just because it's 38 nichrome instead of 40 canthal. But they're going to be around 0.31 or 0.30. It takes a lot of practice, but anybody could do it. If you could do an alien, you could do them like that with practice. Damn near every time. I mean, I did a lot of aliens today, too. I was doing some 40 gauge interlocks earlier. Actually, I could show you guys them real quick, too. Just look at it, though. So these are another series build, 3 pieces of 28 and 38 alien The 38 is nichrome. Let me show you these interlocks I did earlier. Let me get a piece of paper. It's so damn shiny. These definitely need a bath. Where is a piece of damn paper? So these are 326 and 2 pieces of 40 interlock. Man, they need to be cleaned. They look dirty. Yeah. All right. So let's wrap these up. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's wrap these guys up. And then we'll do that crazy little juggernaut we were talking about. Crazy little thing. I've never stitched with .2 on Fralians, but I did that, whatchamacallit, I did that Enigma stitch with .2. Yeah, I just ordered .2 today. This is stitched with .2. Alright. Yeah, never over a regular Fralian. I haven't seen it, I don't think. Alright, so I'm going to get my 3.5 bit. I'm going to show you how I wrap these without the coil master now. So, grab it with my needle noses. Put my bit in front of it. Fairly easy coil to wrap, as long as it's not all twisted up. Try to keep them tight. It's 4 wraps. Six. I believe that's 8. Double check. 8. And 9. very springy, these 328 canthols, but eventually I get that L shape and bend the one back so it's on the same plane. If I need to straighten them out, I get my nylons and straighten them out. And I'm just going to repeat the same thing. That's 4 wraps. 6 wraps. 8 wraps. Let me just make sure that's 8 wraps. 8 wraps and 1 more and a half is 9 with the L. Turn it around. Alright. And they should come out to around a 0.3 if you use Nichrome 38 for the alien. If you use Canthol, it's going to be like a 0.33, just like the 26 gauge. Around a 3.5 bit. Series aliens. Series fused claptons. Nine wraps each, around a 3.5. All right. So now, since a DEVINE live feed isn't an DEVINE live feed until it's at least 2 hours long, 0.5 is usually pretty hot for me on a dead rabbit. It's going to get hot. So dead rabbit is like the only RDA that I open completely. Most RDAs I could close down. This conspiracy I've been open up all the way to. But the dead rabbit, I keep it completely open. The conspiracy I've been keeping completely open. The goon, usually 2 holes. Everything else I usually just 2 holes. Very similar. I got 2 different kinds of strawberries. This is actually a fresh strawberry in here. Fresh 03 strawberry. This is what I got left of it. And this is actually Killer Custard strawberry. And this is what I've been vaping all weekend. Love me some strawberry vapes. Both very delicious. All right. Let's do some claptons. So, what should I do here? I guess I could do 28. I gotta make some kind of a micro clapton, which is kind of, it's gonna take long to make a micro clapton. So we're gonna do, definitely gonna do one coil on this one. In fact, you know what I might do, just to save a little bit of time? What's up, Jerry? What I might do to save a little bit of time is do that clap section. What's up, Brad? Do that clap section paralleled with another wire. This way I don't have to do as much micro claptoning, because micro claptoning it takes a long time. It takes a lot of time out of our feed. It's just a long, boring process. I don't think I have any micro claptons sitting around. No, I don't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some 34 gauge. I'm going to get my I need a bobby pin. Where's my bobby pin? There it is. Alright. I got my bobby pin here. I don't know, I guess I should hook up my, I don't think it's going to take too long to hook up my corded drill. Yeah, just give me a minute, because it will save some time. Oh, wow. Aha, look what I got. Look what I got. Only some of you know the backstory of this one. I got it though. My spin LT's up. I'm using my spin LT all the time. My spin LT, I just have swivels attached to it now because they help with micro claptons, really. The spin LT, I don't know if it's because mine's getting old, but it can't handle micro claptons. It can't. It doesn't go as fast with less strength as the swivels that I got do. So I show these all the time, but these are the swivels I'm using. Croc swivels. I'm actually going to grab a brand new one just so I have no issues. These things work great. I wish I got the ones that were a little bigger. I'm actually going to order some probably tomorrow. because I'm running out of them. And then I got my drill here, and I got a key ring attached to the end of it. So this drill, you know, it's a key chuck. You got to use a key to close it. And I got a piece of 16 gauge wrapped around. Actually, I think it's even 14 gauge, and a key ring set up. And this drill goes 2300 RPM. It's corded. And I set it up in the drill. A lot like how whatchamacallit has his. Sherlock Holmes has his. And it does have a little button here if I want it to just keep spinning without me touching it. Oh, it's getting late too. Shit. I better hurry up if I want to do this, because this thing could be loud. Alright. Let's plug her in. So when I start clapton in this, I suggest you guys just turn down the volume. Alright, so now let me get a piece of 34 gauge. And I'm just going to get the swivel that I just got out of the pack. And I'm going to attach the 34 gauge right to it. Just got to give it a couple twists. Just get it on there real good. If I've never done that, might be smart. Let's hot glue this. It might give it something a little more sturdy to help it spin. Because you need this part near the swivel very sturdy. Potent blotter, what's up? Alright, so now I can take this swivel. Here's my spin LT. I got that big thing on there. Another crock swivel with a hook on it. So I'm going to take this swivel and hook it to the hook. Now most likely this is the only thing that's going to spin, and if that doesn't spin, it's going to be this one. But most likely it's just going to be this one spinning the whole time. Alright. So now I'm going to take my 34 gauge all the way down here. I'm not even going to stretch it, but I'm going to cut it at the back of my drill here. All right. And then I'm going to take it, put it through the keychain on the drill, pull it, twist it, and almost clapton it a little bit right here. So, I'll show you guys what I got. All right. And I guess I'm going to do just to keep the time not too crazy. I do have 46, but I'm going to do 42. So 42 gauge nichrome over top 34. And just once I get this started, I just want to look at the swivel, make sure it's spinning. If it's not spinning, it usually means that I have to let go of a little pressure on this. And then once it starts spinning, I could regain that pressure by pulling back my drill. And that pressure will come back, and the swivel should keep spinning. And then once I get that, I'm just going to keep going down. So I suggest, really, I would like, if you wanted to take a break from the video, that might be a good idea. If you wanted to turn down the video and listen to something else for a bit, that's probably a good idea. Because this is going to take, it's going to take at least 5 minutes to get down this wire. At least 5 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if it's between 5 and 10 minutes. Somewhere between there. Definitely at least 5 minutes. So, just warning you, turn down the volume. Smoke them if you got them. Go have a cigarette break or something. That's fucked up. It's something fucked up to say, isn't it, though? So I'm going to get this 42 gauge. And I could either throw it in the keychain or throw it in the hole made from the 34. Anywhere. Just to get it onto this wire. You could hand wrap it. Whatever you need to do. Start it. I'm just watching my swivel, making sure it's turning, and I would just turn the volume down now. So, I don't know if the volume's up right now. Wherever you're at, you're going to have to turn it down again. So I do this with the drill, and it's just so loud that I cover it. But if you cover it, you got to take it off sometimes. The drill has to vent. You don't want it to overheat. But this thing is fucking loud, and it's pretty late where I'm at. There's a couple walls between me and the one neighbor, so there's no neighbor on this side, but there's a neighbor on that side. So it's almost 10:30, so I'm just going to go through this as much as I can. I don't think I need too much more of this, but if you want to turn the volume back down, I'm going to get back on this again. Alright, so I got 3 foot. I know I'm getting close to the end of what I need. I'm just going to hook up the quiet drill for another couple inches. I don't know where my other clamp got to. Clamp's important. Guys talking food? You tell me, do you think coil building gets you chicks? Hmm? Of course it does. Yeah. Oops. Well, that's it. I snapped it off the swivel and I was pretty much probably getting a little too ahead of myself there. I think I got a good 4 feet though. If not 3.5 feet, something like that. Which is actually pretty good. 3.5 feet will get me pretty far. It's 3.5. Almost 4 feet. So, almost 4 feet. Does that mean... I'm wondering if I still have to parallel this with something. That's more than I thought I was going to get. Sometimes the wire just breaks off at a certain point and you kind of just have to go with that and do another one. But 4 feet is pretty damn good. So with 5 feet, I'm going to have to parallel it with something. Alright, so let's do the cores first, and then I'll clapton some ribbon. The ribbon I don't have to clapton very much of. That's not going to take very long. So, let me do... I think the only wire to go with here is some 26 gauge. Yeah. Let's do some 26 gauge. So let me get out about, I don't know, 10 inches of 26. I don't need much, right? I'm only doing one coil right now. Ooh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I need it by claptoning this. I'm going to clapton this, right? With my micro clapton. Maybe it's enough to where I don't have to parallel clapton something. But if it's not, I could always clapton in the gaps like I do for, you know, like an interlock. Okay. So, I cut off about 12 inches of 26. Attach it to my swivel. Spin it on there. And then I could attach the other end to my drill. May as well use the bobby pin since it's already in there. Spin that there. Well, what I could tell you about the chicks thing is like 0.5% of my viewers were girls, like last month. Now 2% are female. So it was 0.5. Now it's 2%. You tell me. 2%. 2%. 2%. All right. Just don't like wasting any of this. So what I'm going to do is where is going to be the lead. I'm just going to kind of space clap in that. Here in that 2%. There you go. 2%. Ooh, it got hot in here. Sorry, brother. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. I was just reading that. I actually thought Fresh was making a joke when I said it's getting hot in here. I thought he was saying sorry for him making it so hot in here. Yeah, pets become part of your family, man. Yeah, 11's pretty old. It's getting hot in here. So, yo, that micro clapton got me a long way. Got me a real long way. Way more than I thought it was going to get me. So that almost 4 feet. Yeah, so close. If I would have went 4.5 feet, that would have been perfect. Seven and a half. I like to have 8, but 7.5 is actually pretty good. I'm about to loosen this up and clapped in like just a piece of 40 gauge in there just to make it a little bit bigger. That's what I'm going to do. So just to make this a little longer, I'm just going to take a real thin piece of wire, 40 gauge, and go right in the gaps all the way up. I'm going to do it with nichrome too, so I get a cool color kind of thing happening. I only have a little bit of 40 left anyway. Nichrome, or Cantal. See, it's just putting that little gap. The littlest gap in there. You can hardly even see it. I got to the end of the spool, so it came off the spool. So I just gotta put it in reverse, get back to where I was. It's the same size. Alright, I'm gonna live with that. This is gonna be fine. I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that one. Oh, micro claptons vape great. I love micro claptons. me saying what the builder's name is, everybody's gonna just go over to the channel, go over to his page and see who the fuck he is. They're gonna see, um, they're just gonna, it's going to put eyes over there. So it makes no sense for me to even talk about stuff like that. Plus, I just think sometimes people are just in bad places. And, I understand that because I've been in kind of the same situation. I've been in exactly the same situation, pretty much. So, I kind of understand, sometimes people say some stupid fucking shit. And some people sometimes get egos from what? I don't fucking know. Because even if you're, let's say you're the best builder in the fucking world, you're the best at a niche thing in a niche thing. Like, you need to slow your roll a little bit sometimes. Not take yourself so seriously also. There's very few builders that I think could even have an ego. And they don't even build anymore. There's like two builders that I would say that should really be proud of themselves about what they've done and actually think that they've made, like, in building, like, a difference, is like Blue Lagoon and Squid Dude. They've created just about everything that we do nowadays. Twisted Messes too. Twisted Messes is he's a pretty big pioneer, and I don't think any of them really have egos like that, so I don't think anybody should have an ego like that. And there's a difference between an ego and confidence and stuff like that, but it's the post that we're talking about. It wasn't even just that. Like, half the shit that dude was saying I agreed with, but it was also like he was doing these backhanded fucking bullshit, like this passive aggressive shit. I fucking hate it. I hate it when somebody says something good and then automatically says something bad right behind it. Like, and I don't like getting involved with Instagram and any kind of drama online. Like, if you don't even live in Philly, I don't even want to talk to you like that. If I can't fucking reach out and grab you by your neck, I don't even want to fucking get into an argument with you. But that's it. So now let's do this ribbon. This ribbon clapton. I guess I'll do 0.5 because I got a lot of 0.5 nichrome. Yeah, it's stupid arguing online. And lots of people just, they're real tough online. It's just like, I mean, we've had it every generation. It's not just online. We used to have it, just with cell phones. People would talk all this shit on the fucking phone and, knowing that you're never going to fucking see them. They used to call them, telephone tough guys. It's the same thing. And it makes no sense. It's stupid. Social media is supposed to be for, like, honestly, it's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be any of that fucking shit. And there's going to be that shit. That's just how the world is. But that's not what I do, so I try to stay away from all that. That's also like what a like a build team's good for, because we could have our little chat room. We could say what we want to say, you know, and I know that it stays in there, so I get to still voice my opinion, but I don't have to do it in front of everybody. It just doesn't make me feel any better. We all had our moments. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's human. It seems as though what happened was kind of apologized for, and hopefully it ends there. If I was faulted for everything I fucking ever said, who knows what would happen. I'd probably have less teeth. So it's funny that you some people turn the wires into bracelets. I actually have a I've actually made like beat it jewelry before. We used to have this little thing that we used to do. Me and my daughter's mom, we used to make jewelry and sell it. Yeah, Josh, are you talking about whatchamacallit? So yeah, I actually have some kind of history between making some sorts of jewelry. Alright, I got a piece of 0.5 nichrome. I guess I'm going to go over this with 42 too. Might as well. Where did I put this? Yeah, I really enjoyed how the show went last night. It was cool. I thought it was a little less boring than just watching one guy. Yeah, I didn't get that. Nah, I wouldn't say, nah. No, I thought all was good. I like that we had that two of us were there because it shows like me and Crazy Face want to do a build video, and I liked it two people because like how I said like with the drills where we could turn down the volume and one person could talk while the other person does the drilling thing. Let's say we were doing two people and I was like let's say I was doing that micro clapton, you could have somebody else talking while I'm doing that micro clapton. So I like that, and I like that there's always like something else going on, even just when we're building. You know, there's two people. Like I've heard it on like the Joe Rogan show before. Like it's hard to not have dead air, And when you have dead air, it gets very boring. So even if I'm doing something boring here, if somebody's talking, it doesn't seem that bad. Time moves a little bit quicker through it. So if I'm clapping in it and somebody else is talking, it doesn't go that bad. Yeah, yeah. Nah, he's real cool. He said he's gonna help me out with getting like I'm having problems with my fucking computer, like just getting to do a live feed on my goddamn computer. Just doing that is so difficult. I was telling him I don't understand how the phone is so much fucking smaller and it's so much easier. Everything's so simple. You hit a button, you're on a live stream. This, I gotta download like 5 fucking programs just to get me on live. Now forget about me getting somebody else on there. Then I got to download 3 more programs. I got to get Zoom. I got to get this. I got to get that. And yeah, the phone's just so much simpler. It's just so weird how it's just so small and it's so much easier than this damn fucking computer. Could narrate about kitten videos. Do they use 42 gauge wires in phones? Is that what somebody just said? I wonder if they really do. No, but it was really cool of him to like I didn't like the coolest part about it is I didn't even have to ask him. Like we just, he would chat in my videos. He would leave message in my videos. I would leave messages in his videos, and I didn't even have to ask him. He came to me and he said, it'd be awesome if to even get your followers even bigger. I don't even think he said it like that, but obviously, it was awesome of him that he has a bigger sub count that I was able to come on there and get my sub count out. If something happens where my sub count goes, of course that's we're gonna swap back and forth. Plus I always said that I think it's good to have more than one builder out there doing these videos. It's good to see, now you can compare what's him and him doing. That's the same. So like that's the same thing I used to do. Like when I was trying to get an alien, I see that Homeboy OC's doing aliens and M Turk's doing aliens. I'm still having problems. I'm watching Homeboy OC do it. I'm still having problems. Now I'm going to go watch M Turk. They're both stretching it like this. They're both getting their cores like that. They're both doing this. They're both doing that. That must be the key. So it's good to have like 2 different builders. Plus, we kind of have our 2 different things, He's got his like reviews and stuff. It's just good. I haven't muted or booted anybody from a chat. I haven't had to put anybody on timeout yet. I don't know if I ever would. It would have to take some dickhead that I've never seen before for me to do that. Well, Brad last night on Sherlock Holmes' channel, when he said guess a number, Brad started going 1, 2, 3, 4. So Sherlock said, keep it up, Brad, and you're gonna go on timeout. So this was last night, yeah. So Brad, he waited a while, but then he said 500. 500 is the number that I needed you guys to write in my giveaway. So he wrote 500. He was doing it the night of the giveaway too. So he did 500. I got a good laugh out of it, but I don't know if Sherlock caught it, but he knows Brad from the chat, so he was, he kind of put him on timeout as a joke. But yeah, there was a couple guys when I did the giveaway. I didn't kind of say the rules too good, but when you do that, you can't keep saying numbers. You should just guess one number. And a couple guys guessed a couple numbers. So it got a little confusing, but no big deal. Figured it out. So I have a shorty, whatchamacallit. I have this set up. I don't have the X, and I love this one. It got so raggedy so quick, like the paint didn't keep up. So I might actually sand this down one day. Maybe I'll do it live. So I'm just clapping in this ribbon. Having too much fun chatting here. But I hear lots of good things about the Sub-Zero X. I've been kind of wanting one. I'm so satisfied with my broadside. This is a piece of 0.5 ribbon with 42 gauge going over it. And it came out of my drill, so I'm going to stop there. Alright, Wes, thanks for hanging out, man. What, then the broadside? I love my broadside, but if you have a Sub-Zero X, I heard that it's a lot alike. Alright, we're almost done this now. I got everything claptoned. All I gotta do is find the halfway point of this wire, the one with the clapception. Get it cut in half because a juggernaut coil has 2 claptons inside of it. And then it's claptoned with ribbon. But now mine's going to be all claptoned over everything. Give me a second here. Alright. So I'm going to have 2 pieces of this inside of this piece of ribbon. 0.5 ribbon. Clapton with 42. Alright. So I'm going to get my ruler. I believe this was 7.5. Yes, 7.5. So 3 3/4, I believe. 3 3/4. 3 3/4 it is. Cut it. I got both pieces here. Bend a 90 over on each. Alright. I don't think... Yeah, I'm not putting this in the swivel. It's too short. I don't want to bend over any of it to get it into the swivel. What I could use is this guy here. I got this hose thing, or this straw thing, that could hold up my cores like Clapton. I'll do that. I'll show you guys how I use this thing sometimes. So if you don't have a swivel and you have like this, a straw of some sort, I can clamp this straw to where my swivel usually comes out of. Alright. And that's just going to hold up my cores. Alright, Jeff, thanks for hanging out, man. I will be getting done pretty soon. This is almost done here. Just got to get this ribbon over these wires. So I'm just going to... I left some naked ribbon on here. So when I was starting out here, I didn't waste some of the Clapton ribbon. Okay. And I'm just going to Clapton, and you kind of space Clapton these. You don't want to Clapton all the way over it. You just want to have a nice, even space Clapton on this. I should probably be doing it a little closer. Not so sure how my straw's positioned, if it's actually helping me too much. Could probably just position it up a little more or something. Maybe might drill down a little more. That might be better. Nothing. Just building. Building a juggernaut that's completely Claptoned over. What are you doing? Chilling. Clapped or not? Yeah, that's what I was doing earlier. Getting orders done. Ooh, I should have made more ribbon probably. Or space this a little more. The end kind of brought it together a bit more. And it looks cool, but I didn't make it through the whole wire. Man, I used to do this without a swivel a lot, and now I've gotten pretty spoiled with the swivels. All right. So it's a little twisted up, which is okay. Could just untwist it now. Alright, I'll show you guys what this looks like, then we'll wrap a coil out of it. I like the Ram box, and yes, the strawberry killer custard is a custard with strawberry. It's very good, especially if you let it steep. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna have other guys come on. Crazy Face McGee is gonna be the first. I'm probably gonna have most of the guys from the team on. Yeah, see, I like Sukas with clapton ribbon better, actually. That's what I did for Coil Wars. I claptoned my Suka and did a space Suka, because I just hate Sukas. I've always hated Sukas. Alright, let me get... So hopefully most of us know what a juggernaut build is, because this is going to look a lot different from it. It's going to be the same concept, but after I do all that bullshit to it. It's going to look a lot different. I'm going to have to put this in probably a single coil RDA or whatever. Yeah. I wish I would have clapped in a little more ribbon. Still looks pretty freaking cool though. This would probably look pretty good in the aeronaut or something. It's a husky guy. Husky build. Yeah, this is going to be pretty colorful, that's for sure. Yeah, it's going to be, it'll be a flavorful vape. These things like this vape actually really good. I wish I would have just got that more ribbon so I could get the 5 wraps out of it. But it's alright. 4 wraps is cool too. It's not going to be too low. It's a single coil. It'll probably be around a 0.18 or something. Something like that. 0.17. 0.18. Something in there. I don't even know if I have an RDA open right now. I can put this in. Oh, the aeronaut isn't all juiced and wet. Cool. How long is this video? 2:31? Too short. Too short. My table's becoming a mess right now. All right, Drew. Oh, this screw is stripped. Wow, that screw stripped big time. Not too shabby for just doing it on the fly, huh? Pretty cool. You can get some cool shots out of this. Yep, this is the Aeronaut. The Aeronaut V2. Definitely got to get it a little tighter with some heat, but wires like this are very springy. Like when you clapton it with a clapception, they do get very springy and hard to wrap and keep tight. They do need heat in order to get them to be yeah, I wish I just would have clapped in a little more ribbon, but I think this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. We're all done here. We're fucking finished. I'm fucking sick of you guys. It's hard to pull the wrong end out of pure Adamus. Like, you kind of notice it right away. They sent you cotton instead of ribbon, instead of wire. That's fucking weird. Yeah, no comment. I just ordered some wire today. Just ordered some wire today from Coil Society. Should be here soon. Coil Society's got great ribbon. I really like their ribbon. It comes off the spool fucking straight. You could get them to, 75 cents extra, and you could get them to put it on this big spool. And it just comes off pretty straight. So does Pure Atomist, but I like Coil Society also. Basically, when Pure Atomist doesn't have wire, I'm going to choose Coil Society. That's my second choice. I would go kidney puncher. It's just too fucking expensive. It's just way too expensive. The quality is fucking great. If you got the money for it, go for it. But I gotta go Pure Adamus Coil Society. Dance, coil puppet, dance. Dance. Speaking of coil puppet, I guess I'll show you guys a little sneak peek of something that I did. I'll show you guys the coil I did last night on Sherlock Holmes' channel too. The Enigma. The Enigma Unchained. What's up? What's up? Enigma Unchained. And a little sneak peek. I'm only showing this for a quick sec. Well, I guess you guys could just pause the video if you wanted, huh? So I guess I'll just show the fucking build. Looks like eyes, right? It's like a goofy face. Hey guys. There you go, dance coil puppet, dance. Boobs, yeah. Yep, it's basically just two stovetops. Two stovetops installed in a postless deck. But these are the two stovetops I did when I did the tutorial. They're definitely installed crazy. But I was just sitting here, and I had two stovetops that look pretty similar. So I just took my time, made sure that they're not touching anywhere that's going to mess me up. This is the Hanya RDA. This is like one of the first postless RDAs. You screw it in from the side. So this came out when the Pi came out. The Pi was like the first postless. And it was a lot like this. And the screws are in the side here. Yeah, it's like a $35 RDA. It's awesome. I love this RDA. I had so much fun with this RDA. Yep, Blitz. Blitz made it. Yeah, the caps are kind of cool on them. They got like the devil head on them. Yeah, I gotta clean all my RDAs and get them set up. It's the Hanya RDA by Blitz. Hanya, Hannah. Hanya. Yeah, juice collector is exactly right. I hate them honeycomb things. They're so stupid. Alright guys, let me shut this video off. I got work tomorrow anyways. So Tuesday we'll be back with another live feed. I gotta get this giveaway thing. If I don't have the giveaway ready by Tuesday, the giveaway build off, if it's not ready by Tuesday, then we will do it definitely Sunday. We'll get this thing squared away. I think I already know what the prizes are going to be. I've been writing down, actually I've been taking notes on my phone of what all the stipulations are going to be. I'm hoping a lot of people do it. I'm hoping I get some people over on Instagram to do it. I just think it would be pretty cool to have a build off, and I'd like to do it every couple milestones. The way that the channel grew this weekend, I don't think I'm going to be able to do 2,000. Hopefully 2,500 we'll do one, and then maybe like 5,000. I don't know. We'll do them every milestone. Alright guys, so thanks for hanging out. I guess I'll talk to you Tuesday then. Have a good night, have a good week. Try to enjoy your Monday. Peace out. See you, Fresh. Thanks for hanging out, Fresh. Hit the like button. Don't forget to sub. Follow me on Instagram. Check out the Resistance crew. Go sub to Fresh03. Check out Sherlock Ohms. Check out our video last night. I did some coil builds on Instagram. Left the videos up. They'll be up for 24 hours. Go check them out.